It is with a profound sense of satisfaction that I am addressing you after presenting Chancellors Awards for the most commendable performance of our outstanding universities during 2019 and 2019-20 and 2021. At the outset, I would like to congratulate the Vice Chancellors of the 4 universities who have received the awards today. The Kottayam University of Science and Technology has won the award in the category of multidisciplinary universities for both the years. So our congratulations to Dr. K.N. Madhusudan. My congratulations to Professor Sabu Thomas, Vice Chancellor MGU, on his institution sharing the award in the same category. I understand that both MGU and CUSAT are winning this honor for the 3rd time. I also congratulate Professor Dr. M.R. Shashindranath, Vice Chancellor, Kerala University, Kerala Veterinary and Animal Sciences University, on receiving the Emerging Young University Award for 2019 for the 3rd time. The award in the category of Specialized University in 2021 has been conferred on Kerala Agricultural University, and I congratulate Vice Chancellor Dr. R. Chandra Babu on this achievement. As Chancellor, I am delighted that this award of rupees 5 crore, which was instituted in 2015 on the suggestion of my predecessor, Shri Justice P. Sadashivam, has instilled a spirit of healthy competition among the universities to improve the quality of higher education in the state. Our gratitude to Honorable Chief Minister Shri Pinarayi Vijayan, who had readily sanctioned the funds for this purpose. After we instituted a separate award of rupees 1 crore for the best emerging university from 2017, I am happy to notice a strong desire on the part of our newly established universities to improve their performance despite many constraints. I would also like to thank Dr. Raja Gurukul and Kerala State Higher Education Council for their hard work to identify the universities for the conferment of this award. Quite significantly, our efforts to recognize the merit of our universities received tremendous support from a stalwart like Bharat Ratna, Professor C.N.R. Rao, who headed the selection committee. Therefore, our thanks are due to Professor C.N.R. Rao and the members of the selection committee for the judicious evaluation based on achievements of our universities in academics, pedagogy, research, and social inclusiveness. Here it would not be out of place if I recall the message sent by Professor C.N.R. Rao to all our Vice Chancellors in November 2018, wherein he had expressed surprise that Kerala's teachers and researchers who turn up excellent outside the state fail to perform within the state. He said in that message, is it because all the most brilliant students and teachers go out of the state? And then he himself says, this cannot be true. He further said, it is surprising that a small state of high literacy for a long period and high level of social awareness suffers this kind of predicament. However, this is a serious problem that vice chancellors should address themselves. This was in 2018. And this message was circulated to the vice chancellors, and I do not know if any one of our vice chancellors has given his response to the message. But recently, only about a week back, no, maybe 2 weeks back, and from this article, on 11th of November, there was Governor's Conference. Dr. Jay Kumar, former Chief Secretary and Vice Chancellor of Malayalam University, he shared with me an article which has been written by Mr. K.N. Panikar, published in a publication called Kerala in Transition, possibly the Centre's publication. I'm not sure whose publication it is, but this is an article which has almost repeated the same argument which Professor C.N.R. Rao had given. And he has also lamented, the name of the article, the title of the article is Quest for Quality Higher Education in Kerala. This is a very good article. In fact, not just about Kerala, speaking generally about education. From this article, I took some points and shared in the Governor's Conference with other colleagues. Shri Panikar is an eminent historian and educationist who has been Vice Chancellor also, and has been, I believe, Chairman of the Higher Education Council as well of Kerala. Is that right? Yeah. Shri K.N. Panikar has also lamented the poor quality of higher education in the state, an inadequate number of institutions of higher learning, and he has held these factors responsible for the large-scale migration of students from Kerala to other universities and institutes located outside Kerala. Now, these issues deserve to be addressed at the earliest, as our future possibilities depend mostly on the state of higher education, particularly when our school education is very healthy and robust and possibly at the top in the country, as Dr. C.N.R. Rao had himself pointed out in his message. Universities are the medium for transmission of intellectual, literary, artistic, ethical, and moral traditions and technical skills from one generation to another. They are we can understand the vital importance of the universities, the role which they play in the future building of the nation. It is education that enhances the thinking power of an individual, and all progress we have achieved is due to the work of great thinkers. All the great innovations which we have had in past or in recent times, which have led to alleviation of misery, These all have been discoveries of enterprising individuals whose minds have been constantly at work. To them we owe a great deal. But to think is not enough. We may have the right thought, but we may not have the inclination to put that right thought into practice. The creative or innovative ideas need inflexible determination and great will to be translated into reality. Right ideas are accepted readily if it is shown that they are beneficial for the society, for the mankind. Another important function of, I strongly feel about, that another important function of the university is to impart a sense of values which are part of our cultural heritage. The material prosperity alone cannot save the nation. If we allow breakdown of traditional disciplines or do not act promptly to arrest the decline of moral and ethical standards, if there is an interruption in the transmission of these skills and the values which have come down to us from the ages past, the purpose of the universities is not well served. If we are not to fail, we must ensure that the basic Indian cultural values are properly assimilated by the students, accepted by them, and made a part of their very being. And when we want to achieve this, we must always keep in mind that whatever values we want to impart to the younger generation, unless we ourselves practice them, the message will not be conveyed effectively to them. That is what we require for our universities to succeed. If we are not able to do it, we may distribute degrees, but the education that is given there will be some inadequacy about it somewhere. Whatever knowledge one acquires must become tejas. Tejas means the knowledge should be deeply internalized. Atmasat, that manifests itself in enlightening others. It must become the very part of our being. It must make us different from what we were before we received our education and our degrees. If it is not done, our education, I regret to say that our education has not really done very well with us. Literacy is not education, knowledge is not education, but the growth of wisdom, the capacity to look upon other objects with compassion, that is what is necessary. For a truly educated person, for a civilized being, there is only one joy in life, and that is to develop a temper of empathy and compassion. Eko rasa karuna eva. There is only one joy in life, and that is when your behavior, my conduct is informed by a sense of empathy and compassion. Those who are learned but do not possess compassion and love, they run the risk of degenerating to the level of brutes. This is what our former president, Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, had said, and if I remember correctly, he had said it while speaking at the Kerala University. Here I would also like to urge the Vice Chancellors to take steps to make their universities future ready in terms of infrastructure, quality, services and orientation. Today we are living in a fast changing world, and often we see the learned beautifully equipped with conventional knowledge to deal with a world which does not exist anymore. They have the knowledge, but the world is changing so fast that knowledge is becoming, does not relate to the times into which we have already moved. In this world, it is the innovators, people with new ideas, those who are devoted to push boundaries. It is they who embrace success. Therefore, we need to think intensively, we need to think critically, and apply the knowledge and the skills that we have acquired to deal successfully with the problems that we are faced with and the problems we are likely to face in the future. We have already, in many of our sessions, we have discussed about the new education policy and what we need to do, what new steps we need to take. Therefore, I am not going to take your time to repeat the same things again. In our state, we expect to see a boost in the use of technology for education through the Kerala Fiber Optic Network project, which seeks to provide internet to all. Our universities are yet to contribute substantially to offering massive online open courses and to place themselves in the services like study webs of active learning for young aspiring minds. I hope to see departments of all state universities uploading at least 50% of lectures on the platform for wider studies. Equally important is the question: how soon can we start online examinations in university teaching departments as our first step towards the goal of anywhere, anytime examination system? We cannot afford to ignore the training of our teachers in the use of online pedagogical techniques so that they integrate the paradigm of research and teaching with the new digitally enabled education and render online classes more productive in tune with the outcome-based education approach. Once again, I would like to congratulate the winners of the awards today and wish that our universities succeed, they pursue and succeed through proactive and imaginative action guided by invention, innovation and improvement. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu, Valle Nanni, Jai Hind.